Hi, this is Justin Bryant from Two Notes Audio Engineering, here today at Sweetwater to present our new pint-sized powerhouse, the Opus. The Two Notes Opus is an ultra-compact multi-channel amp sim, DynIR engine, amp DI, IR loader, and silent stage solution all in one portable package for electric guitar, bass, and acoustic guitar. It features the same DynIR cabinet technology found in our Captor X with dual miking capabilities, 8 microphones per cabinet, 2 at any one time. It features 5 preamps ranging from American and British Clean to British Crunch and American Lead. It also features a bass preamp based on a classic 70s American bass amp and has 4 tube amp models, 6L6, EL34, EL84, and KT88, with pentode, triode, push-pull, Class A, B, or single-ended Class A power amps. This allows you to mix and match pre and power amp combinations to create virtually limitless amplifiers. 5 additional preamps will be added with a future firmware update. We've included a pro suite of essential post-processors and effects, including an EQ, enhancer, noise gate, 12 reverb types, and we've also included 40 acoustic impulses for use with acoustic electric guitars. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without a chromatic tuner. The Opus comes preloaded with 32 DynIR cabinets from industry heavyweights such as Steve Stevens, Dave Friedman, Pete Thorne, George Lynch, and Phil X. You'll also get access to over 700 of our cabinets, which have something for every guitar and bass player. You can also load third-party impulse responses as well. In addition, Opus can be used directly with your guitar or bass in an ultra-compact package. You can put it in your gig bag, pedal board, or even in your jacket pocket. You can also use it to expand your current pedal board or use it post-amplifier as an ultimate miking solution to go to your mixer, front of house, or DAW. The Opus includes a line input switch from going from an instrument signal, a line level source such as a guitar preamp, active bass, or an acoustic preamp. Also, Opus is a fantastic way to virtually mic your guitar or bass amplifier while going straight to your mixer or workstation. Opus is not a load box, so make sure to use it with a speaker cabinet or load box if you're using an amplifier. Today I'm going to use one of our captors as the load. You have 2 outputs, an XLR and a balanced 1/4 inch. The balanced jack can be used to mirror the XLR, or you can split the routing as a dry pass-through for reamping or blending a bass or acoustic electric signal. In addition, the 1/4 inch can be used with split amp, cab, or effects section. The aux-in allows you to connect an external audio device via the 1/8 inch input. Just above this is the headphone output for late night or silent inspiration. It uses USB-C connections to connect to computer for cabinet and firmware updates. It includes our Torpedo remote software. Simply hook up to your phone, tablet, or desktop to adjust the controls on the go. Finally, Opus has a MIDI input for seamless integration into an existing setup and includes a MIDI breakout cable. It also gives you full access and control to any parameter adjustment and access to 99 presets. Finally, we've included a 12-volt power supply, but you can also use a 12-volt DC tap off most commercial pedal board power supplies. Today I'm playing a gorgeous Paul Reed Smith 594 direct to the Opus. We'll also demonstrate with an electric bass and acoustic electric. As mentioned before, the Opus works in a multitude of applications and instruments. Later we'll explore how to use Opus in a pedal board setup as the cab mic section of a guitar amplifier. For this first playing example, I've used our Foundry, which is based on a classic American Clean amplifier, and I've married that with the power amp of the 6L6 section. I'm using our remote app currently, and this is for iPad, but it also works for Android or your desktop, but for today's purposes, we're using an iPad. So for this American Clean sound, I've got a few things going on. I'm using 2 microphones. I'm using a condenser 87, and I'm blending that with a ribbon 121. The condenser 87 really brings out that full sparkle and articulation, while the ribbon mic helps add in some low-end girth. I'm using just a hair bit of post EQ just to boost 2K and 6K slightly. And then finally I've added a little bit of spring reverb for that classic American sound. For that last clip, I used a classic British Class A amplifier, and I married that with an EL84 power section. I'm using a condenser 87 and a ribbon 121 microphone. I used just a little bit of EQ to boost 2 and 6K again, and on the reverb, I decided to use a little bit of plate. For that last clip, I used a classic British lead amplifier mixed with an EL34 power section. I also used a 4x12 cabinet from Dave Friedman mixed with a 57 and a 121 for that classic blend. And I used just a little bit of post EQ on there just to boost 2 and 6K again a little bit, and this time I used a plate reverb. For that last example, I used a very modern, super high gain amplifier that's tied to a legend of legends. For that one, I also used a 6L6 push-pull power amp. I used one of our PhilX cabinets with a 57 and 121 again, and also just boosting a little 2K and 6K on the EQ. On that one, I used a bit of our enhancer, which adds a very powerful set of post controls, including body, thickness, and brilliance. Really adds a nice type and sheen and gives a lot of body and thickness to the sound as well. Almost like a mastered record. And then for this one, I used the reverb with a little bit of plate again. Something new for Opus that we hadn't done in any previous products was feature acoustic guitar, more specifically acoustic electric. For this example, I'm going to show a quick example of playing with just the guitar's pickup, and then I'm going to go ahead and add 2 acoustic IRs to let you hear the difference of what that can sound like. And as an aside, you can also mix and match the direct signal of the acoustic electric with one or both of the IRs, or you can assign the outputs different so you could blend back in that clean sound for more attack. Now I've engaged the acoustic impulse responses so you can hear quite a bit of difference from the original just dry guitar sound. For this next clip, I'm going to have my friend Spundy, who's a Sweetwater sales engineer, give you a couple examples of some growling bass. For this one, we used a classic American amplifier we're calling the Peggy with a KT88 power section, and we're using a very classic 8x10 bass amplifier. We're using a little bit of a 421 microphone mixed with a condenser 87, and we used some EQ on this one. We boosted the low end, and we boosted a bit of the mid-range, and then we cut some of the upper mids and some of the high end. The Opus via MIDI can select up to 99 different patch changes, and you can also send real-time controller assignments. For example, if you want to use different cabinets, microphones, levels, reverbs, all of that's MIDI switchable. For this next example, I'm using a Victory Kraken. I'm going out of the amplifier speaker jack into the Opus using the amplifier setting. And then I'm going through the through of the Opus into one of our captor load boxes. As mentioned before, the Opus is not a load box, so you need to make sure that you're connecting your amplifier after the Opus to a speaker cabinet or a load box. If you're looking for an extremely compact DI box with a Swiss Army knife of tones and flexibility, the Opus is definitely worth checking out. As always, get more info and full specs at sweetwater.com at the link below or contact your Sweetwater sales engineer. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click here for more videos like this, and don't forget to check out the links in our description to learn more.